All right, we are out here in Cherry Valley at Highland Springs Resort, a very unique, in fact, a one-of-a-kind place because it's historic landmark number
1. That's right, it's in Riverside County. We're a historic landmarker number 1.
And I'm here with, this is Tina, General Manager of Highland Springs Resort. Tell me a little bit about the history of this place. When did it start?
So it originally was a Spanish land grant and an olive farm in 1853. And then in 1884, it turned into an actual hotel where guests would come, and it's been a hotel ever since.
Now, it's funny because I'm looking around your walls and looking around, there have been some pretty high profile people that have actually been here, right?
Yes, what our favorite is Albert Einstein. And yeah, he came here on a regular basis. He was friends with the former owner. And also we had Elizabeth Taylor, John Wayne apparently filmed a movie here.
So tell me a little bit about what Highland Springs Resort has to offer. I mean, how large is it? What do you have here?
We're 2,400 acres. We have quite a bit of organic farm on our land. We have a lavender farm, we have rosemary, we have a 3-acre vegetable farm, we have olive groves, we have citrus, we have tea tree. We grow and process a lot of our own things. We also have sheep and chickens, and so
wow.
Yeah.
Well, and I noticed you also have places where people could actually stay, as you said. It was a resort back in the early 1800s. How many rooms do you have, and what type of rooms are we talking about?
Sure. We have 2 different styles of rooms. Some that were built at the turn of the century, and they're more like cottages, and they're a little bit, they're over 100 years old, and you can feel it. They're a little bit smaller than traditional hotel rooms, but they're very cute and quaint. A lot of people do really like them. And then we also have more traditional hotel rooms, which have, they're larger. They have like 2 queen beds, TVs, more like a standard hotel.
What happens throughout the year here?
We have a lavender festival in June, and during our festival, it's a 4-day festival. It's over 2 weekends, the 2nd and 3rd weekend of June, Saturday and Sunday, and we have about 10,000 people that come for that event, and it's really fun. We make all different food with lavender. We have lavender lattes, lavender mojitos, we have lavender ice cream, lavender infused chicken, anything lavender you can imagine. And then we have health lectures or lectures about growing the plants, and then crafts and those sorts of things, and then live music. And then we also have a beer and sausage festival in August. And then we also have an olive and wine fair in October. And we harvest our own olives and make olive oil, and so we make different products with olives during that event, and we have local wineries and other olive farms come as well. And then we also have a sheep shearing in March, where we shear our sheep, and then this year is our first year for processing our own wool, and that's been really fun. So
you actually process your own wool from
yes.
sheep goat? Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness! Is that unique to the Inland Empire?
As far as I know, I don't know anyone else who does that. So, we also make a lot of our own products with the lavender. We make essential oil, and we make hydrosols and bath and beauty products, and then also culinary products. So.
Wow, so quite an array here.
Yes. Yes.
All from up here in Cherry Valley. Tell me a little bit about where you are, because you're kind of hidden. When we exited, I want to say it was the 10 freeway?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's where do we go from there?
Sure. So from the 10 freeway, you get off at Highland Springs Avenue, mm-hmm. and you head north for 3 miles, and then we're pretty much right at the end of the 3 miles. There's a little bit of a jog to the left, but yeah. So.
Well, and I only mention that because I know when we were coming out here, I like, where in the world are we going?
Yeah.
I mean, we go to the mountains where they're happening, and the next thing you know, it's trees everywhere, and we saw the lavender farm outside. It's beautiful, beautiful. So what keeps people coming back?
I think it's not very far off the freeway, but when you come here, as you said, you feel like you're going to a different place, maybe even a different time. Sometimes people have said. So I think it's not far away, but you can feel almost like you're in the mountains. There's the smell of the trees and the relaxation. It's a place where you can come and kind of, I guess, have some peace and quiet. And people have mentioned when they come, it helps them to relax and.
You know, it's amazing. We're standing here in the lobby, and that smell of lavender is so strong. Why am I smelling it so strong here?
Yeah, it's interesting. When you come when it's in bloom in June, it's amazing. The whole property smells like lavender. But now people always say when they come here that they smell it. So we do have some dried lavender in our lobby, and we have our gift shop, but it just seems to prevail here. So,
You don't smell it anymore, do you?
no, I don't.
we smell it, believe me. Now, we've come out on a pretty wet day, so it does rain in the Inland Empire.
Yes.
And you actually were telling us about this oak tree, this like 1,000-year-old oak tree, really?
It's a coastal live oak, and it's really dated between 900 to 1,300 years.
So we'll split it in the middle, right?
Yeah, so we're just kind of split the middle because they don't core the big old trees. But it's in a beautiful location which overlooks the San Jacinto Mountains. So it's a really beautiful view there, and we have a lot of weddings there. It's just a really nice, peaceful place.
What about the olive groves that we're seeing?
Yeah, the olive groves, actually the whole place used to be an olive farm and only had an olive mill in the little the farmhouse originally. And the olive groves, we've planted new olive trees, and then we also have the old ones. And the old ones, I think they're like from the like mid 1800s. So they've been around quite a while. You can see in their roots, they're beautiful. And yeah, we also have a lot of weddings there too. People really take advantage of the trees here for weddings and,
and you
special
still,
events.
You still press those
Yes,
olives?
we do. And so we sell our olive oil as well.
Tell me a little bit about the restaurant.
Well, we've got an amazing chef, first of all. His name is Stefan Beck, and he worked in 2-star Michelin restaurants in Mallorca, Spain, and Munich, Germany, and he worked in Richard Gere's restaurant in New York. And he tries to stick to local and organic ingredients. So a lot of the produce, I think it's about 92%, is purchased from local organic farms. And so when you come here, you're getting really fresh and seasonal produce.
Well, Tina, I want to thank you so much for having us out here. Obviously, you cannot deny a very unique, a one-of-a-kind historic landmark #1 in Riverside County here at Highland Springs Resort.